program.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I love Hallmark movies.
I'm Brian. I like Hallmark movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark movies, and this is the
Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast. Brandon and friends host his podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Well,
boy.
hello everybody.
Oh, hello there.
New week, new us.
New week, new us?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We're all new this week. New and improved.
We're all nude?
No.
well,
that's
That's the way home. That's coming
the way
up.
home.
that's
Nearly,
Later.
nearly
we don't
nude.
give that away.
Tuesday today. We're only a
Tuesday
couple.
today?
It is
We're only a
today.
couple days away from the Deckies. Can you believe that?
I cannot
The
believe that.
Deckies is right around the
Deckies
corner.
week.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
YouTube's
Deckthehallmark.com/Deckies.
Deckies.
That's right.
I'm excited about it. I think this
Yeah.
year's going to be a really good year.
Yep.
A lot of invites went out. We'll see which celebrities show up. I've heard a maybe from Ben Stiller.
Really?
Yep.
Ben
He got-
Stiller
wow.
got back to you with a maybe.
Yeah, with a maybe.
Wow.
To be in the room. He's not even nominated,
Just to
which
come
is really
hang.
awesome.
Just to come hang.
To support.
Audience member.
An audience member. That's exactly
Yeah.
right. Jaina Joplin. She's in.
That's very similar to Janis Joplin.
Different. It's Jaina
Gina Joplin.
Joplin.
Jaina, is this from the TV show Ride?
Yeah, from Ryan. Jaina Joplin. Yeah.
Got you.
And she's going to be in.
She's
Yeah.
going to be in the audience.
Could be.
Yeah.
So Ben
Man.
and Jaina.
Yep.
Wait till next year when we do this thing live.
Baxter McGillicuddy.
Oh,
He's out.
I was.
Is
Oh,
that- yeah, he backed out. Backed
Well,
back
three
out.
is a
Yes,
crowd.
of course,
So
it's a crowd.
Ben
Yeah.
and Jaina will be fine.
And it's Deckies week. This is Brian walked in this morning with his suit
Deckies shirt on. We were ready to go.
Last year's Deckies
outfits,
attire. That's right.
Which we never wear again. That's the rule. You wear it once and
Wear
done.
it once and
Hey,
done.
no, I'm not much of a
Oh, well,
rule
I did
follower.
I did wear mine on the formal night for the ship.
when you were
That's
playing
right.
Captain
Yeah, yeah.
Brand.
Exactly right.
And you just
thank you
walked in and you
to
were like, it's Deckies week.
yes.
Like we knew
Deckies
that.
week. You
Thank
guys knew
you,
that.
thank you to Ernie who sent me this nice captain's hat. For those that are watching on Philo.tv/DTH, honestly honored.
You should be.
You
To-
look like you're a little boy who got it from the captain.
Got a
Thank
little
you.
ride on the ship. Got to
Yes.
steer the ship from
I
there.
did get to steer
a
it.
big
Yes,
boat.
yeah,
You could just steer the big boat, Brian.
I did get to steer the big boat.
That's right.
It's very exciting. But I'm pretty honored to. You can't just get these.
No.
From my
They don't just-
understanding.
Right.
They don't just hand those out. You have to pay money for them.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And speaking of the Deckies, I understand, Rig, you're having a watch party up at Fitzy's. Invite only.
Sounds right.
How do people get an invite to?
Well, you would need to know someone to get an invite. That's part of the whole reason Fitzy's exists in the manner in which
So
it
like, how
exists.
do you guys?
Fitzy's isn't regulated by the government in any way. I think we've established that, right?
Sure,
Like
we weren't-
DHEC or DEA or Fed, FBI, CIA, CSI, NBC, all of them.
Honestly-
none of them regulate the.
Most of them, I would hope not.
Yeah,
to be
that's
honest
right.
with you,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So,
not.
you gotta know somebody to get something, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
But you have not invited, as far as I know,
You're
any
not-
of us,
you're not,
right?
You're not winking, but you're saying wink, wink.
Right.
Yep.
That's how it should be done.
None of you. Well, you're hosting the Deckies. So it's the way
I
you
know,
could
but I still like to
possibly
get
be.
it. I still like to get an
Do
invite.
you think you could be two places at once? Is that what you think about yourself? Are you so high and mighty on yourself that you think you could be two places
Well, all
at the
I'm
same
saying,
time?
Wrigley, is I would
I'll
maybe.
be dressed up in my finest cargos.
Yeah.
I'll
You're dressed
have-
cargos.
I'll have
press-
a tequila in one hand.
Yeah.
Who knows what else in the other? You know what I mean? Wink,
You
wink.
can, you can carry a tequila in one hand.
Well, it's got a handle.
got
It's
big
a
hands.
10-pound toy
You seen
tank with
his
a
hands?
handle, and I'm not going to be far from the bar. You know.
Where do they put the handle?
Oh, right by the nozzle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Doesn't make any
They're
sense.
doing a new drink though for the Deckies.
What's it called?
My pants.
What's
All
in
I'm
that?
saying,
Sounds
Wrigley,
good.
is I would come before, or maybe I would go after for drinks.
going out?
Yeah, you're going out drinking.
I would maybe
Oh,
go,
after the
I would maybe go
Deckies?
out
Big
after.
go out drinking guy.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to scoot an invite my way,
Scoot it
I
over.
would maybe show up.
You're not welcome.
Oh, wow.
I didn't
But
wanna
I'm
say
on
it.
the show.
I didn't want to say it.
You
I
took
didn't
it
want
the
to
wrong
say
way.
it.
But you're having a watch party for a
I
thing that
am,
I'm
wink,
on.
wink,
Brent, he's
but I
dropping
just,
hints
you know,
all
I just,
over.
I don't want to.
You're making this
I
awkward.
think
I'm
it's
for
starting to
worse
think
than it
he's
has to
not
be.
doing
Wink,
a watch
wink.
party of the Deckies.
Yeah, no, we're doing it. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Yep. I would stay away, Brand.
Yep.
Yep.
He didn't wink once.
He didn't wink,
So
not a
weird,
single wink.
man.
Not a single wink. Well, hopefully somebody gets an invite and can get
Trace
us.
will be here though, even though we have nothing for her to do on Thursday night.
be here.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Haven't
Trace.
missed the Deckies yet.
Yeah, you haven't missed the Deckies yet.
I remember none of them, but I haven't been to any.
You've
They've
been
missed
fired
you.
as producer, and you still
I was not
show up.
fired. I stepped down.
You you step down?
I stepped down.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Step down firing.
You
In a
still
matter of think speak.
who's going to be in the matter of think speak? Who is going to be? Who are you going to be wearing?
That's a good question right there.
First of all, that's between me and God.
Okay, all right.
But second of all, you guys remember Jessica Simpson?
I do.
yeah.
She threw out a bunch of stuff recently at her local Goodwills.
Do you follow her? Like, were you like outside of her house?
Well, it was an accident.
What
Waiting
was an
to
accident?
happen.
That you were out there? Or
No, that I saw her and followed her. Like I didn't set out. I didn't wake up today and go, I'm gonna follow Jessica Simpson around.
What about that day?
I saw her and then I followed her.
You saw
When?
her.
Like a couple weeks ago.
and you've been following her ever since?
No, that one day.
And the close fit. Great. The
The
gown
close
fits.
fit, great.
Do you wear the same size Jessica Simpson wears?
Yes. I can.
So you're wearing a Jessica Simpson original, is what we're saying.
Yes.
Wow.
Got it.
A JSO.
Sure.
JSO, as we call it.
Just so.
Just so.
Anyway, I think it's pretty clear the Deckies are going to be huge this
It's going to
year.
be big.
Yep.
Very
And
big.
if that didn't
very
get you to
fun.
watch, I'm not surprised.
Aaron, what are your plans for the Deckies? Do the thing.
Aaron,
on,
this is
we
your
have
big
the
moment.
big-
Yeah, look at
We did such a
Cam.
good job of making it a thing, and you were like, I'm just going to speak into the mic like normal.
But still talking to the mic.
Yeah, you got to do that.
I have to do both, Mike and Cam.
Yes.
This is a lot of work.
Good luck.
I don't know if Trace is going to produce the Deckies, then I don't know, maybe I'll take the night off.
She's not producing the Deckies.
She's
I don't
not.
know.
We
That's what
wouldn't.
she thinks.
We wouldn't.
They're working
I think
it out.
she's just wearing Giselle. That's all she's doing. She's showing up. She's wearing
Just
Giselle.
so, as she calls it.
Yeah, she's just wearing Giselle.
So I guess I'll be here.
Okay.
You'll be here.
Will you
yeah.
wear just so as well? Or
Yeah, what are you wearing?
I haven't decided yet.
Amazon? No?
Amazon
I will be wearing something from my closet.
Okay, so not Amazon. I mean,
No,
maybe.
I have a fancy wardrobe already.
Yeah.
I know you guys have to prep for this every year, but like I'm Deckies ready.
Deckies ready at
24/7.
any moment.
It's about getting something new.
Yeah,
Do you know
fresh
what I mean?
and new.
Like,
yeah. Celebrate the moment.
that's right.
When I've had to pay $100 for a bridesmaid's dress, you will see it on the Deckies at least once.
That's fair.
I also think that it's, we do a new one every year, and then we literally, I don't keep mine.
Yeah.
I literally give them like to Goodwill or something.
Oh, wow.
Like Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, you're the Jessica Simpson of the South.
Of the South.
Of
Yeah, because
Greenville, yeah.
she's not from the South.
She's not. She's from Texas.
Yeah, that's right. That's not the South
It's
at all.
different.
It's
Yeah.
different.
So yeah, I think that it's, I guess I should keep them all, so I could do what Brian's doing right here, which is
I've
fun
worn
bit.
this.
You've gotten
so
a lot
many
of use
times.
out of that.
I've worn this at least
we
4
did the
times.
yearly dinner, and
Wore it
you
to
got
dinner.
a big,
A couple other things that I can't think of
Say
right
other
now.
things that where he put it on. He
It's
put the
always
thing
within
on.
an arm's
Yeah.
That
reach.
funeral?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And you were
Respect,
responsible for
respect.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
you gotta dress up for
Let's
the
talk
occasion.
about Better Call Betty. What's it called?
Nope.
Betty's bad
Betty-
luck
Bad in
in
love.
Betty's Bad Luck at Love.
There it is.
in love.
In Love.
In love.
Yep.
In Love.
Got me looking crazy right now.
BBLIL.
Yes.
For short.
It originally aired on
BBLIL. That is exactly what it was.
just so.
BB Lil. I saw BB Lil live.
Yeah?
Oh
Just
my goodness.
Baby Lil. Hey, everybody, my name's
Is that a
Baby
horn?
Lil.
I was assuming it was going to be like a concert, but
Yeah.
this sounds
No,
like it's more like a
show.
It's a talk
is
show.
this like a
Hey,
program
everybody, my name's
companion?
Baby Lil. What's up?
Hey, BB.
Hey, BB,
Lil?
how you doing? Are you on the line, or is this a
Yeah,
clip
well,
from you at your show?
Yes.
Okay.
That's clear.
Boom.
BB Lil.
So somehow BB Lil is
That's my pop rock, I tell.
Yeah. BB Lil. In the house.
weird.
It's his prerogative.
Yeah.
Better Call Betty's Bad Luck originally aired on January 20th.
Yeah.
Sure.
Quick
Oh,
interruption.
Pop in. Drop it in.
Before we even got to the synopsis, Dan did get bingo.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron, you
I
are
got bingo already?
Oh, you already filled the
Let's
card?
go.
He's filling in a bingo
How
card.
did he get
Boy.
it?
That's on.
Yeah, read it back.
That's
You
unreal.
Read it
hear
back.
Aaron's voice.
Aaron.
Okay, Aaron.
One of the boys mentions Philo.
Okay.
That did.
No,
Yeah.
follow to
Free
TTH.
free space.
Yep.
Trace made an appearance.
Yes, she
Yeah.
did.
And Rig talked about an event at Fitzy's.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So if you want to play DTH bingo, I don't know. You have to be a double decker, I guess.
BrandonJamPlus.com.
So, but this was a lot of fun.
How
You gonna do
about
another
that?
card?
We didn't even know. Did we announce we were playing?
No.
She just was.
This
No,
was news
everyone plays, and this is just the first time that we've done like a Hallmark movie, and I could play along with the cards that we got for Christmas.
Wow.
Nice.
Are you gonna do another one?
So you're saying everybody plays?
But I won. As long as I won, I think that's all that matters, right?
Yes. So.
And
Of
we'll-
the 4 cards I have here, yeah.
What do you
Yes.
win? What does he win?
He won.
I'm going to Disneyland.
He's going to see Bibble. Bibble's
Yeah,
live.
he's-
Bibby Lil
Not
live.
Bibble.
And
I've
I went a
never
little
seen
something
Bibble.
like this. Teenage Betty is
Mutant
crushing.
Ninja Turtles.
Teenage
Mutant
Betty
Ninja Turtles.
is crushing hard on Bobby.
yours and a half shell.
She
Power.
She proposes that they eat Oreos together. They're about to eat because that's Oreos for you. When a friend of hers spots them and comes out from behind a tree and is like, "How dare you, Betty? I'm gonna put a hex on you," and does like a whole like cursing thing with hands, like where ha. And this is tough. You never want to be put a cursed on.
Yep. Yep. You got
And,
Never want to be
yeah,
put
yeah.
a curse
That's right.
on. Now we're
that's
going
right.
to win. Now we're going to put a curse on you.
Yes, and the curse is on her and all of her future boyfriends.
Wow.
So
It's tough.
it's very tough. Cut to present day. Betty's boyfriend almost gets hit by a car. She feels responsible because curse. And so she wakes up on a Saturday.
Is that from My Chemical Romance?
That's Gavin, right?
Don't mean to.
What it
much to me.
was originally I was sliding into on a Monday.
Yeah.
And I
Oh, it's Ashley Simpson.
It's Ashley
Yes.
Simpson.
Yeah.
It's not Gavin DeGraw or My
No.
Chemical
It's
Romance.
just so
it's Ashley
sister.
Simpson.
Just
yes.
so
And then when I
sister.
started
Just so sister.
when I started Saturday, I got all snuck up.
Snuck up.
Got me feeling it.
Snuck up.
Don't know what it is.
Guys, please.
Bibble.
And
BB
anyway.
Lil, put some respect on his or her name.
Woke up on a Saturday
Saturday.
and thinking about how it's a Friday. She gets mad that someone's moving in on a Friday. Everyone knows you don't do that. She gets to the office. She realizes that it is a Saturday. On a Saturday.
I am waiting.
So
Working.
Sunday.
gets,
Still working.
Still waiting.
gets back to her place. Meets that guy again. His name is Alex. You can call him Al. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't
call
hit it
me
off
Betty.
immediately.
Betty, when you call me, you can call me out.
But after getting stuck in
Can
an
you believe they
elevator
named him
together, they start to talk. They're having a good time.
Brand walks down the street. Thinks. Go ahead.
It's gonna be a really long day, man.
It's gonna be a really long day.
And
Wearing a ship's hat.
Anyway.
But it's a ship's hat.
she blames the curse.
Thinks he's not.
I'm stuck in an elevator with a hot guy. It's got to be the curse. Of course, that happens to her because of curse. But the curse, is it real? Is it? We don't know, but we do know that this curse has affected her in every possible way.
That's right.
It has caused her to be very risk averse.
Not her severe anxiety about life.
And she's literally
Curse.
made it into her job. Her job is to look at risk and be like, is it worth it?
Hey, Risk.
Are you worth
Are you
it?
worth
You
it?
worked it.
So
Let me work it.
start taking. Let me see if something bad happens. So she starts to hang out with
That's
Alex.
our widest moment.
A sea captain
Oh, my
saying, "Let me
goodness.
see if something bad happens."
So of course she starts hanging out with Alex, but she can't believe that she likes a guy that is dangerous, goes to places and takes pictures of scary
Plays
things,
sports.
plays
goes
rugby,
camping.
all of this. And she's trying. She's going to watch him play rugby and all this good stuff, but she's really having a tough time. She goes one night, she finds out that this guy's going to go, are you ready for this?
Yep.
Camping.
What?
Glamping, right?
And she's like, I can't do this. I can't keep being with somebody who could be dead next day.
Any moment.
And so she's like, I can't see you anymore. But then she starts to feel bad about it, and she's like, I want to make sure he's okay. So she
a lot
follows
of bears up there.
She's that's exactly
So
right.
many.
So she follows him out there, and just watches him from afar. She does
And they're
think
close?
she does think that there is a bear, and so she starts doing the bear horn. We all knew about that,
Sound the bear horn.
and that's when Alex sees her and is like,
What are you doing?
"Come on, man! What? Come on, man!" She's now making it her life mission to find the cursor and try to be like, "Hey, can you uncurse me? I really like this guy. I'd love to be on the other side of this curse." She and Alex, they hang out some more, and she's deciding, you know what? I'm done. I'm done letting this curse dictate what I do and how I love. I'm not going to do this anymore. And that immediately leads to a sexy kiss time on counter. You know, as you do. And so the next day, she's like, living a good life, having a good time. And she finds out that now that I've thrown the curse out the
And
window.
the synopsis with it.
Hold on. Now that I've thrown the curse out the window,
Yeah.
my life is good. Wrong. It's not good. There's a building on fire.
Oh, no.
And it's business that we all know about very well.
Sound the bear horn.
That this risk company
Yeah.
has said, hey, this is good to go. So she's feeling like, man, I really
Yeah,
done
really
goofed.
trashed it up.
She goes to the building, which is on fire. And who does she see?
Some jackal in there taking pictures inside the caution tape.
Alex.
Alex Danger.
Alex
Insert
Danger.
last name.
And then Alex is like, you know what? I'm running into the place. I'm going to go rescue people. Boom, explosion. She's like, oh my
Gunshot.
gosh. She's freaking out. She's crying. She can't believe what just happened. Have no fear. Alex is here. He's good to go.
Wow.
So you might think,
That's it.
okay,
Yeah,
no big
we did
deal.
it.
10 minutes left in this bad boy.
Risk, great, no problem.
Risk
I'm-
avoided.
Risk avoided. I panicked for no reason. He's good to go. No, sirree. Our guy Alex is so excited to go out on a date with this woman. He's dancing around, dancing down the
You
stairs,
should dance in the stairwell.
trips down the stairs.
But I mean, he was in a burning building. It's just, what is it, tweaked ankle?
No, man.
Probably walked away from it.
Big head injury. Big head injury. And so
head.
she's like, this is it. This is it. I'm responsible for this. So she runs out of the hospital room. She finally finds the cursor. And she's like, yo, I don't remember any of
Dude, when
that.
that cursor
That's-
gets off the screen and you can't
Dude, it's
know
hard
where
to
it
find
is,
it.
I know.
is like,
You try to
Yeah.
shake it.
yeah.
And
When
the
you're trying to watch a video, it just stays on the screen.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you should
I
have your
would
cursor.
do anything to get
Cursor.
rid of this cursor. Goes to talk to the cursor. She's like, I don't remember any of this. It's all like, if I did it, it was all like, I was just making stuff up. She's like, great, doesn't exist. Runs back. Hey, I love you. Let's make out here in this hospital bed, which is good. End of movie? No.
No.
Fast
Why-
forward.
why stop there?
Fast forward X amount of time. They get married.
Yeah.
Which we're all super pumped about.
Yeah.
And they kiss, and you might think end of movie. No, it's not. They join a rugby team
League.
together.
Co-ed rugby team,
And
yes.
she's like, no risk, no reward. I'm gonna rugby. And that, my friends, was Better
Betty's
Call
Bad
Betty.
Luck in Love. We did.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll break this movie down here on
Deck the Hallmark. Boy, that was good.
That was good stuff, guys. Locked and loaded on a Tuesday here.
Hey, man.
Oh, hey.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Deck the Hallmark. It's a show with three guys, and we're talking about
It's a good reset here. It's a good reset. 1,500 episodes in. It's a good coming back from the break of Betty's Bad Luck and Love. That's when some people just decide now I'm jumping
was
in.
it, yeah.
Now I'm going to get into the pod.
a good point.
Like 22 minutes in
Yep.
to an episode in January.
18. It's 19.
Yeah,
19
but with ads, 22 minutes in.
Could be, yeah.
And
Good
yeah.
math there. Back then, napkin math.
It's three of us, and we have kind of a skewed take on these movies. It's kind of different.
Well, because I
You
love
could
them.
say.
You like them, and Dan doesn't like them.
Brian could
I
deal
go
with
either
it.
way.
Yeah.
But you know what? We still got to talk about the movie because
Oh,
every
that's why
movie's
we're here.
different. I don't automatically love every movie. Dan doesn't automatically
right.
despise every
Well,
movie. We gotta break this down
Much
with
to-
integrity. And so let's get to it. Let's start with the hot take, where we share exactly how we felt about this movie. I'm going to start with you, Brian. Brian, what do you think about Betty's Bad Luck at Love?
Yeah. So this, I thought this was okay overall. Pretty good for me. The start of it, really good. Started really strong, I thought, the first half. The second half, maybe more second, third, really fell off a cliff.
The second, third.
Yeah.
So the middle of the movie?
The first, a little past the middle, I'd say, is where it
No,
started to
like
go
the middle
down.
third of the movie is when you didn't like it.
Right, I guess.
The second third.
If you get past 1/3, you go to the second
third. Then you're in the
towards
second
the
third.
end of the second third.
There's another
through
door.
The third third.
The third
So,
third.
It started to go downhill, is what I'm trying to say. And it went.
You thought this movie did start off strong, though.
I did.
Okay.
The first half-ish of this movie I thought was really good. And they
Happy for you.
started a lot of things that I thought were really good ideas. And montages are a bit polarizing, I'd say. Some people think they're useless. They get overused.
Montages are a bit polarized.
I'd
I
say.
think everyone's on board with a
A good-
well done,
right.
well placed montage.
I think this would have benefited from a montage or two, this movie, big time. Because I feel like with Betty, they missed the opportunity to like establish her risk avoidance. Like she just came across as paranoid and full of anxiety, and it was like from what one curse, and it's dictated her whole life. So I was really hoping they would do some montages of her relationships failing. Like that could be really funny. Like every relationship has been cursed, so show us how that happened and what she went through. I thought that could have been funny. Show Alex being adventurous and on his excursions. Like
a
feel
montage of her bad dates and relationships would have been great in this movie.
Yeah, I think
agree
it would have gone a
100%
long
there.
way because I don't
Yes.
feel like we got a full picture of why she was the way she was. We were just expected to like, oh, she's anxious and she's afraid of everything, and that should have been good enough. And it just wasn't. Like that character could have been a lot more fun if we had seen a lot more of her past experiences. So I don't know. I thought that it went crazy at the end, which Wait Whatville will be fun because of the.
That's when we get to Wait Whatville.
Yeah.
The
So
land of the Wait Whats.
they
That's
just
the third
started with
segment.
so many good little tidbits of ideas that just didn't pan out in the end. So it was just, it was just pretty good for me.
I agree overall with what you said, Brian. I hadn't even thought about how funny a montage of bad dates would be. That would have been really good. Because to your point, like, I don't think we really understood the depth of the anxiety
Yeah.
about
Oh,
risk
my gosh.
until like 15 minutes in the movie. Like,
Yes.
she
I
does this
still
first.
don't.
Well, she does this first thing. You see the opening thing, and then you see her at work, and she's crushing it at work, and you're
Crushing
like,
it.
"You go, girl."
Yes.
She breaks up with a boyfriend because he opens up the door and she's like feels responsible for potentially him almost getting hit by a car, and you're like, okay, that's funny.
Yeah.
But then like they go real hard with like how nervous she is just to
Yeah.
be like out in the world,
Right.
Like just general walking around New York City, which honestly live anywhere else, but
Yeah.
Anywhere else.
Yeah.
But it was interesting because I don't think I at least didn't see that coming, like her being on that end of the nervous spectrum. But I thought the two of these leads were fantastic together. I thought they had good chemistry. The end of this movie, and by end I mean the second third of it.
Yeah. Sure.
That's when all ends are, the second third.
From
So the end would be the third third.
The
from
third,
from
yes.
explosion to rugby.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's the third for sure.
maybe took the lead for how many times I said what, like just they kept doing things that I was just like, is this actually happening? Movie didn't deserve a wedding,
No.
and but overall, again, these movies come down to the chemistry. Did these two have chemistry? Yes, they had great chemistry. And so because of that, I liked it probably more than I should have. But overall, a lot of just wackiness in this movie that didn't necessarily pay off. Dano?
Yeah, I think we need, or at least I wish there was a Decky award for best chemistry in an otherwise terrible movie. Because usually the chemistry between two leads, when it's great, it just kind of elevates the material. Lacey Maley, that's her name, Lacey J. Maley, and Marco Grazzini have off the chart just fireworks chemistry. Like the chemistry is unbelievable. The movie that they're saddled with is one of the worst I've seen. It's only good in comparison to the first two we've watched this year, Scottish Love Scheme and Love on the Right Course, but it's not good. Not exactly a banner start for Hallmark in January. This woman, Betty, needs.
And you've never said that in a January before.
Never. No. Most
normally
Januaries
they really work for
crushing
you.
it. Man, give me a Winter in Vale. I was really hard on that movie, and I'm sorry.
But you're still picking these three over a Wedding Veil trilogy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Not the golf one. Not the golf one. I'm not.
What about the mystery? How does this one?
The mystery.
line up with this?
The mystery is way better than this, in my opinion. Way better than this. The Mystery is the best movie of the year. I'm talking about Hallmark Channel.
Yeah,
movies.
Hallmark Channel proper.
New Year's resolution that we saw in January with Michael Rady and Tea Time.
Sure. Tea Time.
Great.
Tea Time.
Winter in Vale. Great. I mean, even a movie that I can't stand that people love, like A Winter Love Story with Kevin McGarry and Jen Lilly, is miles. Like, these movies are just a mess. I mean, the character of Betty needs some serious help, like desperately needs to be in therapy, probably needs to be prescribed a really good SSRI, needs to have that anxiety under control so she can function in day-to-day life. If you still believe an 8th grade curse is following you around and it's extended past your dating life to where you're just downright neurotic about everything that could go wrong, and when you meet someone you like, you're stalking them in the woods and you're doing all kinds of crazy stuff, this is a problem. It's a problem. That's not normal behavior. I think it's supposed to be funny. It wasn't. Give me these two leads in literally any other movie. And that is where it gets weird, because the golf course movie is worse. But I actually think if these two were in the golf course movie, I would think it's better, because their chemistry was off the charts, and it would save a movie like the golf course movie before it would save a movie like this, where she is the character of Betty, for me, was easily, like, it was unwatchable. I had such a hard time watching her navigate from scene to scene the increasing anxiety that we're supposed to believe is just how she lives her life. I couldn't do it. And she's out in the woods and she's spying, and it was like, and then the rugby, the going and getting the whistle from the rep, like, it was just too much. And then the last 10 minutes of this movie are embarrassing and inexcusable. So I love these two leads. Some of the best chemistry. If you're grading this chemistry on what we saw last year, I would have it as top 10 lead chemistry from last year. Like, it's that good. The movie is that bad. And I think that's why you like the first third, is because you're like, well, these two are fun. No. Gosh, the movie's terrible. It's a really bad movie.
Listen, if you have a kiss where one person's sitting on a counter, forget about it. Like, you can
like, there's like 3 kisses in this movie.
I know.
I mean,
you can right a lot of wrongs with a countertop kiss. Saw him live.
Kitchen counter kiss.
We're open for Bibble.
So there you go. It's time for all the feels, where we talk about what in this movie gave us feels. Brian,
I guess the part I thought was really not even clever, just fun, was the yoga class conversations. How her and her friend were just doing a lot of their talking during the yoga class, and I thought maybe there were outtakes where, like, the yoga instructor is scolding them. I thought that was going to happen. They were actually going to get yelled at.
She keeps looking like she's gonna, and then she never does.
I thought for sure we'd get some of those. That didn't happen. That would have been pretty funny. But I like that part. I thought that was a really good way for them to move along the conversation. And the yoga. And they obviously sprayed him down with some bottles. It's supposed to be hot yoga.
Supposed to be hot.
I think
yoga?
it was supposed to be hot yoga.
I don't think that was supposed to be hot yoga.
You don't think so?
I
They
didn't
looked
hear
like
them
they were
say
like
hot yoga.
drenched, like
I
sprayed
think that's
down.
just yoga.
I did not think they were drenched. And as someone who does hot yoga a lot, that was not a hot yoga class.
No.
Hey, do you get really hot in regular yoga?
You can.
You sweat. Yeah.
I thought you just.
have you ever done like an activity like?
Not a lot of activities, Brad. No.
Like, you can sweat without it being hot yoga.
Oh, it doesn't have to be. You don't
doesn't
have to be in a hot environment.
It doesn't have to be hot.
You can just like do activity that just gets you hot by itself.
Science is unbelievable.
Brian
when you really
has never
get into
worked
it.
out before.
No,
It's
never,
new to
not
him.
a day in his life.
That's good to know. I should try.
Goes back to his cryo chamber at the end of the day every day. Plugs in.
Man, imagine that.
Recharges.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Just wake up. You feel and look like $1 million every day.
That's right,
All you did was sleep.
Yeah.
Can I imagine?
You just dream of a day where your kids are far away and you only have to see them 1 week a year.
You just get to go visit and go check out to see what their life is like and where they're living and experience
You just
all
want
that
to
stuff
see the
with
world.
them.
You know,
He's supposed to travel.
he doesn't even want to see his kids. He just wants to see where they live.
See
Would
a
he
place to
travel
stay.
with his kids?
After the
No.
5th year of Ethan living in Portland, Oregon, he's going to be like, here Los Angeles is nice. Here's Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Yeah, start selling brochures.
Yeah.
Try that on for size. Yeah, I mean, like I can't believe this is happening feels with the fire explosion. Fun time, couldn't believe it happened.
That was a fun time.
That was wild, and then obviously the kitchen counter kiss. Honestly, like one or two notches away from straddle sesh when it comes to the sexy meter. So like pretty close.
I thought the kiss was as good, if not better than that. Like it was a great
kiss. Better than
kiss?
straddle sesh.
I think I think we're in the weeds a little bit, but their kiss was like the kiss in this movie in the kitchen was I think it was a better kiss.
Whoa!
Yeah, I think it was a better kiss. Say what I said. And this movie is so bad.
We'll see.
This movie is so bad with a kiss that good in it.
Well, I mean, it also is like the kiss in the car was just to hide from the people, whereas the kiss on the counter was like,
that's right.
We like each other
That's
and
exactly
we're
right.
into this.
Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to do without like
Decky nominee counter straddle sesh.
The straddle sesh kiss is because of the necessary spontaneity of it.
Well,
like
if the countertop is nominated for a Decky, then we can talk.
But yeah. Well, I mean, the best kiss of the year in 2023 wasn't nominated for a Decky. So
which kiss was that?
Was that Up TV kiss? It was way better than the Straddles. We didn't even nominate it.
Yeah. Well,
so like
we have a straight no pornography rule for the Deckies, and that movie
too good
was right in there. We're gonna take one more quick break. Dan, do you have anything else?
That was it.
Let's do this on Deck the Hallmark.
Deck the Hallmark. I sit down, everybody.
Hey, everybody, welcome back.
Oh, hey.
Well, hopefully you're watching on Philo. If you're not, Philo.tv/DTH. You can watch our show, the shows that we're talking about, so much more over on the Philo.
So much more.
Go check it out. I think it's for bang
for
buck.
Forget about all those movies.
Bang buck ratio.
DVR,
the bang buck ratio is off the charts. Yeah. Speaking of off the charts, it's time for the Wait What. It is where we talk about what in this movie made us go, wait, what? Brian.
Yeah, we got a few. So Betty, she had a +1 for the wedding and then dumped the boyfriend and then was left without one. And so her friend tells her to invite this new guy, Alex, to the wedding. And she was on board with it after meeting, like they talked like 1.5 times at that point. They had barely had like a real conversation, except they had one in the elevator. And she was still ready to invite him to the wedding.
To a wedding.
That's it's just a lot, especially for her character who's supposed to be so... Like,
there's so many things in this movie that her character would not do.
Exactly.
That she does.
Oh, yeah.
And that is one of them. Invite someone she's never been on a date with to a wedding.
That's there's so much wrong with that. And that was like, again, another opportunity for her to just list 1,500 reasons why she would never do that. And then she could force herself to do it. But still, the other thing was the camping. Just never in a million years would she just go.
That character would not go camping. Period.
No, it's so out of character. And even there's just so much there about who she is and I can see like who she wants to be. She wants to be that person, maybe a little bit. Maybe he makes her that person, but I don't feel like they were there yet. Like I don't know. It just felt so maybe too early for that type of behavior. The barricades and the caution tape were just ignored. The whole fire scene, woof. I believe he said, and I quote, he was behind the line and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "This is what I do."
Oh my gosh.
Like he just scored a winning touchdown. Like, this is what I do. Like, this is my moment to shine. It's like, dude, you cannot be back there.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. Aaron said, I don't know if somebody else will bring it up. Apparently, there was still a construction crew inside the building.
Yes. Oh, no. Listen,
Did we talk about?
We're going to talk about that.
Because I didn't remember that, and Aaron mentioned
it.
And I was like,
start bringing them out at the end, like of that scene.
Oh,
so, yeah,
boy.
they're there.
And then him just rushing. As he rushed into the building, he yelled something like, "Go get help." And I'm like, dude, the police and fire department
They're all here.
Right here. They're
right
yelling
here.
at you, telling you not to do that.
Literally been here the entire time.
And then the building that exploded is just standing strong. Very strong.
Yeah, it's doing
Big
great.
explosion. Did not see any. How psyched do you think that rugby team was when he invited his new girlfriend to join?
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody who's
never played rugby
played
before.
rugby and actively took last time interrupted the rugby match.
Yeah.
So, and then that first scene, I feel like as if the fire scene wasn't far-fetched enough, a freelance photographer spending a night in a hospital. I don't. It's just The amount of money, that bill you're getting.
He spent
for a
literally
concussion.
the explosion, nothing.
Nothing.
Fall down some stairs.
Took him out. Overnight stay in the hospital.
Yeah.
$15,000 bill.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Dude, tough. Yeah, you just walk that off.
Yeah,
you
just walk it off.
Do not call an ambulance. I'm going to sleep
That's
this
right.
off.
I have that tattooed on my body. Whatever
not
you
call
do,
an
Not
ambulance.
call an ambulance.
don't call an ambulance.
That's right.
Don't bring
Great
me to the
model.
emergency
It's a
room.
great
Just
model.
don't.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Would rather die.
Do not
Okay.
resuscitate. Tattooed right on.
It's time for the me.
Yep.
Yeah, you.
So on the day that she, if you remember, she wakes up and she thinks that it's Friday, but it's actually Saturday.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
She wakes up thanks to a backup alarm clock that kind of like makes a little hee-haw sound. What
Was that an alarm or was that a donkey?
I don't know. Well, why does she so she has a backup alarm clock that I guess she
Also set
didn't
for
set
Saturday.
She set, but she set it. Did she set? Why was it set in the why? Because it's
Why did it go
9:30.
off?
Goes off at 9:30
on Saturday.
late.
So let's just say this. Let's run this back. If she thinks that tomorrow is Friday,
Yeah.
why is she setting the alarm clock for 9:30?
Yeah.
Is there a 9:30 alarm that's going off in her apartment every day that she's just not aware
there
of?
for?
But it also was it kind of just made a sound though. It
Like
didn't even like go off. It just kind of made a sound. I was confused by, I don't know if maybe there was it was something else making a sound and she looks at the alarm clock and that's what made me think that it was the alarm
maybe.
clock. I don't know. It could have 100% be on me, but I just was confused by it. Just a thought that I had is if you really do believe that there is a curse against you and all of your future boyfriends, how much do you have to hate somebody to make them your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Like if you think,
Yeah.
like, and this is where a montage would come in play. Because how
Yeah.
many times can it happen before you go,
Not dealing with
I
it.
can't talk to guys for the rest of my life. Like I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Because it's a double-edged sword. I fall in love, sure, but I have them killed.
Yeah.
So it's like that's tough. I still have questions about what led up to her being in that moment, being like, clearly the boyfriend in the cab, they had been together for some time. It was her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so finally something happened. So just like the logistics of this curse and how much did she actually believe that it's true? And if you do believe it's true, boy, you better not date ever. You can't do crisscross applesauce in a chair
That's right.
with arms, like especially with the arms that he's
Yeah.
crisscross applesaucing.
He's just doing a
and
core
one,
workout.
One leg, it's just a mess. You can't do it in that chair. I found out today that I hate like see-through gloves.
Yes.
Like what would you call it? Like lace gloves?
Yeah, they were like lace gloves.
Didn't like them.
I'm
They
so
made
sorry,
me-
Elizabeth, but I hate them.
So they are the equivalent of, in my mind, like a snake shedding its skin. Don't like looking at it. Don't really like thinking about it. So that's what I found out about myself today. And it's never too late to learn about yourself.
That's right.
Last but not least, they are playing for a rugby team. The rugby team's name is the Tacklers, which on any other day I would think is a little on the nose until I found out that today there was a minor league hockey team called the Jacksonville Icemen.
Iceman.
So
That's right.
this checks out. Dano?
Yeah. So, first of all, I just am offended on behalf of anyone with anxiety. I like this movie treats anxiety like it is superstition. Like we can say that she believes in a curse from when she was in 8th grade, and that's fine. But the fact that it snowballs to every other aspect of her life to where she's constantly just like holding her necklace or worried about everything that could go wrong. And she's a risk assessor and all of this stuff. Never do we mention therapy. Never do we mention any sort of medication. And then all of a sudden she's just cured. She's just cured of it. She's jumping out on the rugby pitch. She's out there doing whatever. It's like this movie spits in the face of actual anxiety and just thinks it's something that like you could just pray away. And that was disconcerting, I would say. Is this team yoga? Are they split up into partners and working on the presidential
think so,
fitness
yeah.
award? At one point they're doing sit-ups. At one point they're doing the sit and reach. Why in the world do you have a part? Listen, I do yoga occasionally. I know. I do yoga occasionally. My wife does yoga 4 times a week. If anyone in that yoga class starts working with a partner and talking, the rest of the class collectively is going to be like, if you could get your things and get out of here right now, that'd be awesome. That's not what this is. And they'll speak up. These people live to get up at 4 a.m. and go to yoga and be silent. Like, they live for it. They're not going to let you do it over and over again multiple times. The reason that I didn't have that as a wait, what is this looks like some sort of weird team yoga that it doesn't need to exist.
Yeah, they were all in on it.
Like,
they were all doing it.
Because it's not like Betty and her friend are the only 2 in there that are working together. Everyone's got a partner for all of these weird group yoga activities that they're doing. So that was weird.
I mean, Dan and I do that all the time.
Yeah,
but
we do group yoga stuff, but we keep it to ourselves.
We keep it to ourselves. We
like
don't,
normal people would do. I mean, do we bring in a heater and make it really hot in here? Yeah, we do.
I wish.
It's so hot in here now.
Yeah. Not until you thought about it. That's when it got hot.
I know. I realized I was sweating.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
So she realizes Marco Grazzini's character is going to go camping out in the woods in upstate New York. And she just can't stop perseverating on this. I mean, there's a mute button just right there. All you have to do is you just push the button.
Well, I figured there were other mics too. So
Yeah. So
Beautiful.
I backed away from mine.
So anyway, we see on her computer screen, she has Googled the phrase upstate New York parks. And the pictures that have come up are all close-ups of giant bears.
Vicious.
Like,
Giant.
it doesn't matter what kind of park you look up. If you don't include the word grizzly bear or big bear, they're not going to show up. I Googled upstate New York parks. I literally just kept scrolling, couldn't find a picture of a single bear.
That's
what
your
in the
algorithm.
world do you think that Google now is just trying to feed into her anxiety?
Yeah.
You think they're just like, let's show her all the bears just to be on the safe side? And then easily my favorite moment of this movie is her boss is like, guys, I just got a call. The building of the company that we just bought, it appears that it's on fire. And there is a construction crew trapped inside of it. And everybody's like, oh no. And then the next thing he says isn't, we've called the ambulance and the blah, 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 or let's pray for the blah. The next thing he says is, that company's market value is going to go through the floor. there is a construction crew trapped and fighting for their lives. More importantly, the market share here.
That's when you buy.
We're going to take a financial bath on this thing with these dead construction workers in there. It's unbelievable.
Honestly, probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. It's time for what the Hallmark story could be, what maybe have, get some clarity questions we still have. Brian, what are you still wondering about? You got any questions?
I was just a little bit curious about the camping trip and why they even had to go camping, because I think all they did was fish the next morning. They just stood on the bank, threw the lines in, and just, had a good
very
chat
shallow
about
water.
Yeah,
Yes.
very
Yeah.
shallow
Dude,
water.
it's about bro time.
But
Bro
they
time.
didn't even have a campfire. They didn't even chug 17 Coors Lights. Like, they didn't do any of the camping stuff. They just make s'mores.
Brian and I go camping all the time, and that's what we do.
That's all we do. We
Chug
throw our empties in the river.
We bring 34 Coors Lights, 17 each. We fish and we drink 17 Coors
we
Lights.
Eat hot dogs off the fire.
Hot dogs off the fire, s'mores, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we throw every can in the river.
Yeah, that's where they go.
I'll say it.
I'm not bringing a trash bag
That's right.
out there.
Yeah.
Nature's our trash can. So
just out there though.
Yeah.
No,
I come
here
back
we're
to-
very
no,
big
you
reduce
come back
reuse.
to
Yeah.
It's already a
civilization.
lost cause out there.
Yeah.
That's right. So just the whole camping thing. I just didn't.
Well, I don't want those fish to be left out too. Like
Right.
part of it is like
I mean,
they're
yeah,
talking to
that's
their
right.
brothers and they're like, man, they
Yeah, I
get stuck
heard
in
in the
so
big
many
city.
things.
There
Like out
could
there.
be some beer still in those cans, and beer's biodegradable.
Right. So you're welcome, fish.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you're hooking the fish up with her a good time.
Great time.
Great time. Think about
They
all the
love it when they see us coming. Those fish
They're
are like
like,
practically
go
high
give
five.
her
They
that.
are. They're like, oh,
Give me
I'm like, hey, those fish are
beer.
biting today, huh?
oh, we're gonna have a few blueskis.
Give me
coming
that
up.
blueski. I have a question. Speaking of camping, is they're stalking them for the night, looking at them from across the river with their binoculars, having a good time being stalkers, and behind them a couple of other fellas come up behind them, and they, I'm assuming, are wondering why they're there. They don't say that, though. They just grunt. They go, huh? If an extra grunts, do they get paid, or is it only for words? Can you get by with a grunt, or is that a payable if you're an extra? Like if you go, huh?
Maybe they were background actors and they ADR'd it.
Maybe they ADR'd the grunt. Dana?
Yeah, my question was how long, the indeterminate amount of time in between them like getting together finally and then them getting married. How long was that? Because there's a lot to unpack there. Remember, the girl he fell in love with is the one that is just a wreck with anxiety. Like, believes she's cursed, believes there's trouble around every corner. That's the girl he fell in love with. So when she works on herself and cures herself of anxiety somehow, she's going to be way different.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like they would need a few years to build a relationship there and to work through that together and hopefully grow individually and grow together. Yeah, I'm scared that they jumped into this pretty quickly.
They joined a rugby team.
Yeah, they joined at that point. Common law married him, all right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's right.
That's my understanding.
Yeah.
And that is legal.
That's legal
Absolutely.
and binding. Yes.
Common.
It's the rugby team marriage. That's right. Yes.
We did everybody. Congratulations. We're back tomorrow. Ryan will be here and will help us break down the season 2 finale of The Way Home. Very excited about
the
that.
premiere.
It might be the premiere.
What did I say?
Finale.
Getting ahead of yourself a little bit.
I don't know if there's an episode 2. I at least I know this is the one. And this is the one it could be.
Every episode could be the finale.
Every episode,
So
as far as
until we
I
hear
know,
otherwise,
Until we hear
it's the
otherwise.
finale.
it's the finale.
finale.
That's tomorrow here on
And
Dr.
they
Hallmark.
lied about Annie McDowell.
That's exactly right.
It did.
What,
We'll get
spoiler
to it.
alert.
We'll get to it.
Until tomorrow, we'll be the first to wish you a Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Say it, Dan.
Deck the Hallmark is a Bramble Jam podcast. Is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.